What's going on, folks? Welcome back to We the Champs. I'm your host, Jalen, and we got my guy J-Bo on here. Long time co-host on this thing. So, yeah, guys, we getting into some NFL.
Have me.
We're getting into some NFL talk today, but this past weekend was action-packed. But before we do that, call to action, hit that like, hit that subscribe, bell notification, anything you can do to keep the We the Champs action coming to you. All right, let's get into it. So, Jay, let's just start it off with your guy, A-Rod, Aaron Rodriguez.
God.
What the hell did I say? Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets lose to the Vikings 17-23. I just got one question for you, man. Will the Jets finish below expectations? And the expectation word, that's a funny thing because different people had different expectations for the Jets. So for me personally, I had them at 10 wins. I was like, 10 wins that's fair, that's solid, and hopefully, in those last couple of games, you're actually seeing a boost from them, the team grow and whatnot. But I just can't get jiggy with this offense, man. They're not running the ball well. It just doesn't look too creative. It's like Aaron Rodgers is just dropping back and trying to toss that thing. And another thing is, I don't think he's fully cooked, but man, I'm starting to feel Aaron Rodgers is a bit burnt, man. Hey, bro,
it's not Rodgers' fault, bro.
He's not cooked. Partly. He just crispy around the edges, bro. He's not all the way cooked through, bro.
That's how you like
crispy around the edges. Yeah, but man, just the movement's not as great. Maybe he's just a tad slower on the process. Like, bro, there were 2 picks I saw, and they just didn't look. They just didn't look a part of Aaron Rodgers' brand that I'm used to seeing. Now, I know before Aaron Rodgers' thing was his touchdown to interception ratio. He had seasons, he had like 4, 5, 6 picks. And I'm seeing him throw in the middle of the field, throw these interceptions. And that's just not the A-Rod I'm used to seeing, man. So I need some of my stock back in the Jets, bro. What you got for me?
It's a lot to unpack, man. Let me answer the question. They definitely will finish below my expectations. I just expected them to make the playoffs, but I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs this year, bro. I would say 10 wins is playoffs, but I think same as maybe 8 or 9 wins. But the defense is great. You feel me? It's just the offense.
The defense was great last year.
It's just the offense.
Maybe in the tail end last year, they had some not impressive games on defense, but the defense checks out. They play so hard so long, and they know they don't have a chance. And it's like the Panthers last season. It's like, bro, what's the point of playing hard? We know we don't have a chance, but they do have a chance. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's still very early, but the problem is Nathaniel Hackett, bro. And I've probably been banging my table on Nathaniel Hackett for the past 2 years. So he did. First off, I'm mad that they hired him as the OC. And then, there were people like, oh, well, maybe the head coaching job was just too much for him. Well, the problem when
that was me.
The problem was when it was more people, bro. The problem is when he was with the Broncos, the main issue was the offense, bro. And so he came over here to the Jets with the same. He brought his same little notebook, same little folder with the same plays, and bro, it's just played out, bro. The NFL is way too advanced. The defensive schematics these days are. The defense had to catch up with the offense, and now, it's just Nathaniel Hatchet is what I used to call him. Yeah, man. He's just. Him and Rodgers is just too stagnant, bro, and this offense is it's not moving the ball, bro.
Question: when he was Well, he was in Green Bay. Was he Aaron Rodgers? Was he the quarterback coach or the offensive coordinator?
He was the OC.
You sure?
I believe so. He was the OC.
I don't know.
I believe he was the OC. He may have been the quarterback coach. I don't know. The problem is they had a personal relationship, and that leads me to my next point. That they both went to New York, and like you mentioned, Rodgers had an uncharacteristic list. I can't even say the word.
Uncharacteristically. Shit, yeah, I don't know if I said that right either.
It was just uncharacteristic that Rodgers threw these interceptions. But the problem is he's feeling that New York pressure, Jay. That's the difference. So now, he's feeling the pressure that, hey, we got to win games because that's what I was brought here to do. So he's trying to make things happen, and he's taking these risks that he don't even like to do, and it's leading to bad interceptions, and it's putting a lot of pressure on his defense. And hopefully they still, believe in him, but eventually, man, they're gonna have to start winning some games, bro. They're gonna have to at least get, at the halfway mark. You want to be at least 5-4,
Yeah,
5-3. They already got 3 losses, so they can't lose no more. So,
I mean, the way I see it, man. So this defense can still hit. I got to give my props to Robert Saleh. Last year, we saw this defense turn up and win games, score on defense. And now we're seeing this. This is just like and it's such a jumbled situation. Like, I mean, you look at the guys on this team, a lot of them just, there's no true. I mean, a lot of them did play last year, but there's no true extended continuity. You know what I mean? These are guys bought in from different places, and Rodgers with his pack, Lazard, Cobb, and Hacksaw and whatnot, bringing them all in together. So I just think it's just not the same continuity in that locker room.
Exactly. It is. It's definitely I agree with what you're saying, but in a different angle, because I mean they've been together, right? I mean, it's the same team essentially. But the problem is they messing up the hierarchy, because Rodgers is kind of telling them what to do. You know what I'm saying? Saleh feel like he gotta, be Rodgers' little, I don't want to say the word on the show, but you know what I'm saying. And I think that the head coach needs to grab Rodgers and Hacksaw and say, hey, this defense thumping. Y'all boys, y'all need to get it together.
Oh, no, what the hell?
I got my part. I'm holding down my end of the bargain, but y'all not holding y'all end of the bargain. And if he do that, maybe they can get their shit in check. And you know what I'm saying? Maybe that'll spark a little something in them. Maybe Rodgers will be like, hey, I got to prove it wrong. But that's the other side of bringing Rodgers to the team, bro. He's got that personality. So basically, the point is they just not they not on the same page, bro.
And I'm gonna say one thing, man. I think that juice box is almost out of juice, man, with Aaron Rodgers. I mean, we've all gotten hit with the Brady effect, but not everybody can play till in their 40s. I mean, you look at positions that play in their 40s, Brady and kickers. That's it. I mean, even Peyton Manning was shot at 38, 39. Brett Favre around that age, man. I think it's just damn near that time. And
Jay,
what kind of what are we expecting at Rodgers? Out of all ages, Rodgers at 40 years old, turning 41 in December, Sagittarius. We expecting him at this age to persevere and to overcome, the bumps they have right now. I just don't see it, man.
But age has nothing to do with it. Brady has nothing to do with it.
Yes, it does, dude.
He still throws the ball the same, Jay. He can move.
Bro. No, it's not the same, man. It's not the same. You gotta look. You gotta look at him. You gotta see the same game.
Look, but man, the offensive line not the best. It's not his game, bro. It's the schemes. Trust me.
Done. But all right, let's pivot a little bit to the Vikings. The Vikings are sitting at 5-0. They busting heads. They're playing good on offense, and right? Head busters. And prior to what they didn't have before was a good defense, and they had Brian Flores, a very proven defensive coordinator and a prior head coach. So on this Vikings team, I know, right? You looking at this Vikings team, Kevin O'Connell's sitting at the hierarchy, but you have to see it as, he respects. I mean, every other coach is your peer, but he really has to respect Brian Flores as his equal, and to facilitating and, getting the team in motion. Of course, he's going to have those decisions over him, but they're in good space. And Sam Darnold's looking great. He threw an old Sam Darnold pick, but he got the rails back on the track and got his thing going. And, dude, you just look at these hitters they got on offense. The Vikings are a force right now. But they're going to go as far as Sam Darnold can take them, honestly. I mean, he has the tools, but are we going to see a great late game Sam Darnold? That's going to make the difference in this Vikings team.
Yeah, I like that you said that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's definitely going to prove the Vikings for sure. Not, mind you, it's not to take anything away from them because they've been beating the big dogs. They took the Niners down, to the Texans down. They took down the divisional rival, the Packers.
And then luck's a part of this. I mean, I know home field advantages and everything. However, they did play the 49ers and the Texans at home, so that worked out in their favor. I mean, this is not taking nothing away from them. I'm just saying the ball is rolling in their favor, and they got this momentum.
They're doing what they're supposed to do.
It's like they have the ability to hold a team, then edge them out, score, get a late game score. If Sam Darnold is up for that, because they have the pieces to do it, and they have the weapons to win in a shootout. You know what I mean? So, Vikings, y'all on the radar big time.
Minnesota one of the hardest places to play in. For real, I don't know the name of their stadium, but you know what's up.
Yes,
know what's up. But yeah, like you said, we do want to see them because these games they kind of been in the lead. Sam Darnold been playing with the lead, so that's kind of more of a comfortable place. But I want to see if they can play from behind or neck to neck with the team. If they can pull it off.
All right, let's keep it pushing. So we got the Ravens and the Bengals, man. Woo! This wasn't your typical AFC North rivalry game. Usually you're seeing head bustings, helmets off, fights, cold weather and stuff. But this one was just high flying and high scoring, back and forth, lead changes. Lamar, excellent. Jamar Chase and Burrow, man. These are the kind of matchups I want to see.
Be the Bengals, bro. So sad they lost, honestly.
Bro, this game was amazing. This was the best game yesterday. I mean, so look, I always have my hierarchy of receivers. One in particular, I just, he had that top 5 talent, but I never really inserted him in that top 5 hard. But man, dude, Jamar Chase is off the chain, boy. Jamar Chase is off the chain. I saw him last week play the Panthers, get that catch. And it's always the same damn catch, bro. He catches it right here. He turns and stops, runs inside and hits the outside. And gone, bro. Jamar Chase is amazing.
He got this he got this acceleration. And actually it's more like a change of pace. It's like a start, stop. And like he's got this acceleration that once he gets it, he can just
so fast. Like
he's slippery too.
And it looks the same every time. He's like he's outside the hash, right there by the sideline. He turns. He either turns and just gets it with his feet, or he puts his hand on the ground and just takes off, man. But
he's elite.
But yeah, this game right here, this is what you want. You want the stars. I mean, you had Henry with that big run late in overtime. Like I said, Jamar Chase is making the big plays. T. Higgins out here. Just big plays from your big stars, man. Props to the Ravens for getting this AFC North rivalry game W. Now, let's talk about Burrow and them boys, the Bengals. Now we've known them to have slow starts, Jay. But man, this is a slow start. They're in a hole right now. They're in a hole right now, 1-4. Now, I haven't quite, like I said, we've seen them have slow starts, but we haven't seen them be a super streaky team before and just break off. Right, they have broken off wins like that. 1-10, how much trouble are the Bengals in right now?
Like a good 4.
A good 4? I'm going to have to say 6.5.
6.5?
Yeah, man. A 4, bro? Come on.
A 4, man, because
1-4? Come on,
they can win. They can go into the halfway mark 3-5. And still, all they gotta do is go on a 3 or 4 game streak. I don't mean to make it sound light, but it's definitely doable.
All right, I'm looking at the schedule. They play in New York.
They got the Giants. That's a W. Hopefully, that's a W. Giants actually took a win. And they got what? The Seahawks after that?
No, they got like you said, the Giants. They had the Browns, and they play the Eagles home, and they play the Raiders at home. Okay, all right.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Not that 6.5 down, man. Come on.
No, bro. It's still all right. 6. I'm at a 6, bro. Come on, man. You got to be fair with me. Come on, a 6, dog. Come on, you got to respect the 6.
I got you 4.5.
No, you gotta bro. At least a 5. Come on.
Oh,
because what if they lose? What if they lose one of these next 3 games?
This game was in the bag, right?
What is it now?
So that tells me that they definitely have the talent. It tells me that they can win against high end talent. They can outscore anybody. So Burrow had 5 TDs. He threw a terrible pick at the end. But they had it, but they're going to be straight, bro.
Let's see. Let me look at the scores of the games one more time. Defense has been leaky, man. A little bit leaky.
That's all right.
26 to the Chiefs, 38 to the Commanders, 24 to the Panthers, 41 to the Ravens. They're going to have to dial that in.
They're all right. They can outscore everybody. They can outscore anybody, bro.
That's fair. But, hey, props to these guys for putting on a show and giving us the kind of football that we love. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Lamar getting it. Mm-hmm. All right. For the Commanders, the Commanders blow out the Browns 13-34. The Browns, man.
That's an easy 2 W's for the Bengals, too.
Oh, yeah, that's a walking lick. So I don't even have nothing to talk about with the Browns, man, except for that Deshaun Watson. They need to go ahead and start.
Go ahead.
I'm pretty sure they are.
Money. Actually, throw his ass in jail, man. Throw him in jail, bro.
Oh, Lord.
Throw him in jail, bro.
He stole, and he probably did some bad things.
He's like definitely paying for his sins right now, bro. Definitely.
I ain't getting paid a bunch of guaranteed money. But man, but the Commanders are the story right here. What are they sitting at? 3-1 right now? 4-1. Atop. Who would have ever thought they would be atop the NFC East? This is crazy. So they were
people thought it.
I guess atop the NFC East I thought they were going to be decent. Now, last year I had them at a surprise team. I had them knocking off the Cowboys and making it to the playoffs. That didn't quite happen. But they have a total new regime. Dan Quinn, what's my guy's name? Cliff Kingsbury. And I said him and Daniels were going to be a great match made for this kind of offense. And dude, Jaden Daniels is just killing it right now. I mean, they're looking good out here. You look at Terry McLaurin. I remember having him last year in fantasy, and it's like, Then he'd have some good games. Now he's being applied and getting buckets how he should. The Commanders, man, they're scary. I'm looking at them right now. They're second in scoring points. They're second in rushing right now.
Who's first in scoring points?
I don't know. I have to check that out.
My bad.
But we can look. Yeah, they're second in rushing yards right now. You got to think they have.
Wow.
They're attacking on the ground with Daniels, Brian Robinson Jr., and then they also have Austin Eckler at the helm. Man, these guys are going to work, and they have Bobby Wagner on defense. I don't even remember him. Yeah, he has 40. Him going there. He has 44 tackles, 2 sacks. They also got Frankie Louvu from the Panthers. Yeah, so
you know
they're
who
busting heads right now. Who's that?
Luke McCaffrey.
They got McCaffrey out there.
When you, it's like, bro, they cut from a different cloth because he always making these
some key plays.
Yeah, he be moving the chains, and you like McCaffrey, the McCaffreys, bro. You definitely feel that for him though, for sure.
All right,
but yeah, the Commanders they lit, Jay. They lit,
are.
But I ain't gonna front, man. I'm not sold yet.
You're not?
Nah.
So I'm looking at the. Why aren't you sold?
I gotta see. I need to see something, man. I need to, because I feel like when teams go in, they be kind of like, all right, Jaden, they kind of. I feel like teams take them a little lightly, but I'm waiting for somebody to walk in like what I'm saying, like, all right, we shutting y'all down today, and I don't think nobody came with that energy yet.
But I mean, look at their past games, Shay. So
they beat the Bengals, Arizona, and the Browns.
They beat the Bengals in Cincinnati. They blew out the Cardinals in Arizona, and they pretty much blew out the Browns at home. That's impressive. Now, if they were to go to Baltimore next week and stomp out the Ravens,
they got Baltimore.
They have Baltimore at 1 o'clock.
There you go. That's all right. Now that's what we see. Baltimore looking at it
in Baltimore.
They're gonna be like Baltimore, like, all right, Baltimore carry their energy, like, all right, we trying to miss
Lamar like that young buck trying to be like me. Think he's fast? I'm gonna show his ass fast.
The Bengals kind of walked in there like, all right, like this is week 3, so the Bengals, nobody really was taking them seriously. They went out there and outscored them. Then Arizona just kind of laid an egg. I don't know what Arizona was doing. And then the Browns are trash. And so I'm kind of like, I need to see like head up, like somebody actually take them serious. I need to see mano y mano type game. And the Ravens definitely carry that energy. So that's going to tell me everything. We're going to revisit this.
Okay. All right.
But I do like Jaden Daniels. The fact that he can use his arm and move the way that he does, bro. He's lethal, bro. He has like top 5 quarterback.
And he's accurate too,
talent.
man.
Yeah, like, I mean, who have we seen like that? Like, he throw the ball better than Lamar. Not like that, but I'm just saying, like, he's more accurate than Lamar. He can move like he's agile, more like Jalen Hurts kind of ish. Yeah, he's got those 2 elements going for himself. He's got a receiver, he's got a run game, so he got a lot of good things going for him. So I mean, I got the Commander color on right now. Ain't this it right here?